Hey everybody, I have a video here for you today. Now, tomorrow, being the winter solstice, I thought I would talk about that and ancient meanings of it and how it relates to religions today. And as many of you know, tomorrow, the winter solstice, the sun ends its yearly trip across the sky. It dies on December 21st. It remains dead for 3 days and then is born again on its new path on December 25th. And that is the story told in many religious stories, including Jesus. But I just wanted to read a little bit from this book called The Path of the Spiritual Sun, show you a couple sites on Google Earth, and then go out with a few words at the end. But I will leave this link below. It says this: the birth of a divine child and savior at the winter solstice has formed a central part of spiritual beliefs throughout the world since the beginning of history. In ancient Egypt, as the birth of Horus, the birth of Mithras in Persia, the birth of Jesus at Christmas, etc., etc. These celebrations are evidence of how people separated by vast distances in time have tapped into a universal spiritual principle that is just as relevant now as it was then. They speak to us of a mysterious and universal understanding of spiritual transformation. All things which come into being must first be born. Even as creation was born by the great mother of the universe, so too must we be born of the Spirit to become Spirit. The winter solstice is a celebration of being born again, not of flesh, but of the Spirit. It's a celebration of the birth of the spiritual Son, the Christ, within a person's consciousness in the process of awakening. Symbolized as a child, just as the winter sun is at its weakest, it will grow until reaching its full strength at the summer solstice, just as the Spirit grows within a prepared individual to transform them completely from inner darkness into light. And I think that is well written, and that gives a good definition of what the winter solstice meant to ancient cultures. Today, we have the same principles told in the story of Jesus, and, astronomy, or, workings of the heavens were kind of incorporated into this Jesus story, and that is exactly where it comes from, the path of the sun across the sky. And, we learn about it, and it's told through the stories of Jesus and others today. And back in very ancient times, they told this story using archaeoastronomy. They aligned their temples to the sun rising on December 21st, and I just want to take you over to Google Earth and show you a couple of those right now. Here we are looking down on the world-famous Karnak Temple at Luxor, Egypt, ancient Thebes. This is what it looks like today on Google Earth. A massive temple here that stretches all the way down to the Nile. But that is a good look at it from overhead. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to put a red line down the central axis of the temple, the central passageway. And I wanted to get that pretty much exact. And the whole reason this massive temple, and it's about 1 kilometer in length, so it is a huge complex, but I just wanted to show you the whole reason it was built at this spot in this direction. And this is the central access of the Karnak Temple here. And tomorrow, on December 21st, the sun will be coming up pretty much in exactly the same place it came up today. But there is a good look at it. The sunrise and the winter solstice alignment of Karnak Temple. Archaeoastronomy is built into many sites in Egypt. And it's funny, one of Graham Hancock's complaints is these Egyptologists, you may be familiar with Zahi Hawass and Mark Lehner, they don't look at archaeoastronomy when they study ancient Egyptian sites. And with the tomb walls full of stars and obvious archaeoastronomy built into sites like this, I think that's kind of ridiculous. But I just want to go over and show you Newgrange right now. Here we are overhead at Newgrange, and I just wanted to give you a look from overhead at what it looks like. And I made a video on Newgrange and Orion. I'll leave that link below. But the red line here, I measured how far it was across. It was about 80 meters, and this marks the passageway, the interior passageway at Newgrange. And I just wanted to show you what it looks like down here on street level. This is the entranceway to the interior passage. Now there has been some restoration work done here, I believe on this outer white rock wall, but the interior passageway is always in the same place it's been. It's there for a specific reason. Now I just want to give you a view from back behind here. If I can do this properly. Here is a look from behind Newgrange, and remember that red line marks the interior passageway. And this time of year, tomorrow, obviously being the winter solstice, I just want to show you what it looks like when the sun rises. Give you a better look here. This is what it looks like when the sun rises tomorrow. That interior passageway is directly aligned when the sun pops up over the horizon. This is one of many ancient sites directly aligned to the winter solstice. And I have gone over the specific reason for the importance of that day. It's much more than just a marker when the seasons change to ancient people. There is some spiritual meaning behind it, and it's trickled down in different religions and different forms. And I've already talked about that, but I just want to go back to a website here. So I just thought that was a good look at a couple ancient sites and how they're aligned to the rising sun on December 21st. There are sites all over the world with this alignment. I will leave the link to this article below. This is Live Science, 6 Ancient Tributes to the Winter Solstice. And on a personal note, overnight I went over 4,000 subscribers. And sometime today I'm going to go over 2 million views, and that just blows me away. I just want to say thank you for all the viewership and just for being an outlet for what really interests me. People around me aren't interested in this stuff at all. I live with my brother. If it's not on the Golf Channel or Fox News, he really has no clue what it's about. So you people are a great outlet for me for expressing things that I'm really interested in, and I know a lot of you share the same interest in me, and that's human origins and what the hell really happened on this planet. But I just wanted to mention that at the end of the video. I appreciate it greatly. Hope you all have a nice day.